another story. But I wrote this song called Gabrielle about the singer, and I had met him and he was wonderful, and years passed, and suddenly it's like I played this song to death for so long, and like I almost willed him to reappear into my life, and he was back in my life now. It's just so cool, and he's such a huge vocal influence and whatever else, and yeah, he's just great. So C, the album is called Ling, L-I-N-G. If you don't know it, which I'm probably sure most of you do not, you should definitely check it out. So I'm going to try this one. Let me see. All right. If it goes wrong, you late people are to blame. Proud to say I'm silly, that's just the way it goes. Say lost somewhere out in LA. I swear you had these days. Now you feel way worse. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I got a tickle in my throat. I didn't want to interrupt you.
That was beautiful. I appreciate that. I know. Last week we did a toy show in Pennsylvania, Rob, Carmen, and I, and she was coughing all day. But anyway, that's like a cheap plug for these cool candles that I make that are also over there. Total unintentional segue. But I don't know, guys. I could try one more. It's gonna be super duper rough though, but I could try it. Cause now the initial my nerves are settled now. So make sure. I could try. This is an old song from my band that I was in, who's Mighty Robot. I referenced that earlier. It's on a record called Conflict. It's there, over there if you want it. It's called Connection of Fingers, and this will be the last one that I do tonight as I glance at my list over here. Again, I only had a few preps because I didn't think that I was going to have to do this fancy encore. I should have walked into the bathroom and then came back. You know, you guys could all been like pumping your fists and shit like that. It's not that kind of a show though. A lighter, yes, lighters. That's like a dinosaur now though. Like that doesn't happen with cell phones.
Oh, that's why it's flashlight.
It's just man, it really takes the soul out of it. You know?
It does. It does.
All right, so this song is called Connection of Fingers. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try again. If it goes wrong, it's your fault. The three in the back, the three in the cheap seats. Okay?
Hi, this is Stephanie from Bella Magazine, and I'm here with Soda. We just performed at my Paper Monument exhibit. Soda's a singer-songwriter, and I'm here to ask him a few questions about some of his performance. Some of your music. Well, first of all, thank you for being part of this.
Thank you for having me. It is a pleasure.
Some of your music, it's very powerful. It's very dark and emotional. Can you tell me about some of where this comes from?
Nope. Here we go. Gotta get the skeletons out of the closet on this one, I guess, right? I write a lot from personal experience. Because it helps me, it's like my therapy. It keeps me from giving money to a therapist, you know? I don't need to go sit on somebody's couch. I just sit on my own couch and write sad songs. They're not necessarily sad either. They're meant to be positive. They're heavy-handed, definitely some of them, but they're meant to be positive to help other people. The most important thing to me about music ever since I was really little was listening to records and songs and bands and everything, and being able to relate to what they were saying and having them keep me out of trouble and save me from sad times and dark times and everything. I mean, I'm related to music on that level since I was a really little kid. I was just saying before to Steph, I was like, some people listen to music like as a background thing. Like I'm in it, you know what I mean? Not even because I play music, I'm just in it because it's just the level that I'm with it. You know, I mean, I love music. It helps me a great deal.
The song you open with, "Abandon Me," that's a really deep song.
Talk about heavy-handed, right?
I know that when I first asked you about that song a few years ago, when I first heard it, you told me that it was you wrote that after your mother passed away or while she was suffering from cancer.
I did write a handful of songs around that course of time. That song, again, the songs are meant to be interpreted as anybody might like them to be interpreted as. Abandon Me, though, believe it or not, is about a love triangle. Is about a love triangle, and it is about, let's just say, the character being the point of said love triangle and just destroying the other two parties so much to the point where said character feels that they all just need to let go of the point of the love triangle and just abandon that person, because that person that's in the middle is just wreaking so much unintentional havoc on both parties that they feel that they should be the ones to just be let go. So
I know that you're a singer-songwriter. You don't get a lot of opportunities to perform as a singer-songwriter.
Not as much.
Why do you think that is? Is it because you're busy pursuing so many other things?
I guess. I mean, after I do these gigs, I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna do more of them because they're fun, they're easy, they're good for my voice, especially because I don't really sing like this with the band that I'm in. It's more loud. I can hide behind a wall of sound, like screaming. And there's a lot of singing in that band, though. Not to say that it's all like a screaming thing. But why don't I do these? I don't know. For a time, this was all that I did. Everything was me and an acoustic guitar, me and an acoustic guitar. I just got tired of it. I wanted to be loud and rocking again. I have that now, and I have this, which is great. There's really no reason for it. I'm busy with like a zillion things that I try to just pursue. Again, back to what I was saying before, I throw enough shit against a wall, I hope something will stick eventually. But we'll see, you know. Anyway, I think that's good. So.
And how
That's a good answer.
does your present band relate to this?
Relate to what me doing this solo stuff?
Yeah, or does it? It has no significance to it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, they didn't come to the performance tonight, so I mean, it would have been cool if they were here. But my bass player has seen me play like this a couple of times, and
The rock away.
yeah, and the drummer too. Actually, when I did a CD release for this like rarities collection that I put out like a year and a half ago, they were both there. That was a cool gig. I mean, they knew my drummer Monkey. He had seen me play with the band that I was in previously before Knox Cult, and that's how we met. And he came over to me and he like whispered in my ear. He was like, "If you ever need a drummer, you have to call me." And he planted this crazy seed because like a year and a half later, when I just left Emotion Picture, like I left like at the drop of a hat, I called Monkey like 2 weeks later. And I was like, "Hey, remember that time?" He was like, "No shit." And then the next thing you know, we were driving around in his car one night, and then we were at a studio sharing music, and then he called up the bass player, Fox, actually through like a musician's personal ad. We got together one night and we wrote our first song as strangers. So we were like, yeah, this might be something. And now that we're not strangers anymore, it was like strangers, great friends, and now we want to kill each other. So that was like, you know, that roller coaster of relationships is happening within our band right now. But anyway.
And just one other thing. A lot of the music that you played tonight, you said, was from previous projects. Are you writing anything, or do you foresee writing anything new in this format as a singer-songwriter?
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I sit down and I write a song, and I just don't go back to it. So it's like it just flies away. You know what I mean? I don't nurture it. I don't give it the proper attention that it really deserves. The songs that kind of make the cut, I guess, are the ones that are more meant to be anyway. But I probably haven't written like a full new song as the singer-songwriter thing in probably about a year.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that I did wrote I love to death, but I just don't play it enough, and I couldn't play it tonight because, you know, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't ready. It's like in a cave right now. I have to, you know, come bring it to the light.
That's
So-
the one about the Lost Boys?
Yeah. No, well, it's not necessarily about the
No,
Lost
not
Boys
about
in
what
particular,
that's
but I
a
do
line.
love the movie.
That's a line in the song.
Yeah, it's called Ballad for Boys, and
Right.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorite songs, and I played it a bit before this gig, so I was like, I'm gonna do it, and then I chicken out. I totally chicken out, you know. Although I did play a few songs. Tonight's show was like two separate crowds, which was kind of neat because I played the super sad, heavy stuff right in the beginning, and you know, I shook it off and got my nerves out the window and loosened up. And then the second crowd came in and I played the more uplifting stuff, I guess, for them. So it was cool. But I would love to do this more. It's just there's really no reason for it. You know, I get to the point where I do. When I came here tonight, I was like, "Oh, Steph," I was like, "You're gonna get a private performance." You know, so many people say they're gonna come, so many people don't show up. Random people show up. I like literally, I'm the type of person that will stand in the street before I play and try to corral people to come in. I got one guy in tonight, but he left, and then some other like like foreign exchange student was
He
hanging
loved
out,
it.
and he
He
came.
stayed the whole time.
He wins the trophy tonight. I guess if anyone were to win the trophy, he was cool. I don't remember his name, but he was very nice.
You
Thank you.
perform. Oh, you. One more thing. You perform so many times, but you still get nervous. Do you still get nervous when you perform?
It's not that. These gigs are different.
Oh.
You know, it's like I'm naked. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
because it's very intimate.
yeah, and you know, I mean, people are right there. It's like, I'm like, ah. In the beginning,
You're not
it's
on
like I gotta
stage.
stretch almost. But you know, I didn't stretch before this one, so I was like stretching in the first song, and people will probably go, "God, that guy's so weird." But my stage presence, but not that I go crazy with this. I sit and I sing and I play guitar. But it's not that I even necessarily get nervous. It's just my anxiety gets crazy. They're different. Nerves and anxiety are nervousness and anxiety are different things. Like I can get on a stage. I'm not nervous, but I'm just so fucking anxious that like my whole body's just mental. You know what I mean? Because I want to do it so badly. And then, you know, when I get going, a song or two in, it's like, that anxiety is just out the window. And I'm cool, you know? And then it's easier for me to talk to people and do stuff like this and speak to the crowd. It depends also what kind of night, what kind of day I'm having. I mean, I can come into a gig and be like 110%. And then sometimes I'm like a total lunatic. It's just so weird. It keeps it interesting for me, I guess, to say the least. I don't know what, I'm a Gemini, so maybe that's part of it, you know? So they tell me the Geminis are moody and different. Yeah, there's a girl behind Bart doing stuff like this.
Duality.
Who's directing, yeah, duality, that's a great word. That's a good way to describe it. So yeah, I guess so. Them damn Geminis. I was in a band called His Mighty Robot for 7 years. And at
Great
one
band.
point,
Great
Thank you.
band.
At one point, everybody in the band was a Gemini. Oh yeah. That was quite interesting. We made a lot of really good music, wrote a lot of crazy stuff. All Geminis, yeah. It was like we did, you know, we ran with it. We spun a lot of promo and a lot of fun stuff on the fact that we were all Geminis. It was neat. But you know. Anyway, so what else? I mean, I'm at the point where I could talk to you all night because the anxiety's out the window. Now I'm cool, you know. I need like my velvet robe and my cigar.
Do you want to talk a little bit about your TV projects?
My TV project. Well, I mean, I was on Gotham a couple times, which was really neat. I had a cool role. I'm not really an actor. I mean, I can say that I'm an actor and probably act in like a student film. I've done like some extra work. I was in Gotham. I'm on Gotham again in March, actually. This coming March, I was an extra. I'm not afraid to say it, but I think I got some juicy FaceTime. You know, they had me on the floor in front of the. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop there because I don't know what I can say about that.
So
You know what I mean?
we're in an art gallery, so why don't you talk about one of your latest projects, Crafty Chaos?
Oh yeah, well.
One of your side projects outside of music.
She's so good. Yeah, well, I mean, I've worked with Steph on a number of projects. You know, she booked my old band a lot, Emotion Picture. And then like our worlds kind of totally collided, the art and music world, and we started to do shows like this. But I mean, she used to be a music journalist, and I'm an artist to a degree, I guess, of like abstract art or whatever. But I just started doing this crafty chaos thing, I call it, where I mean, can I have one of those? It's no secret that there's another guy back here, right?
It's just hanging out.
But anyway, I make these really cool candles. I have like this. I'm a pretty patient person, so like X-Acto knifing stuff, or whatever. Like this is my Labyrinth candle honoring the late David Bowie, of course. I made tons of candles for like this like geeky toy show that me and my friend Rob just did in Pennsylvania last week. Tons of really, really great feedback. I'm trying to figure out still how to price them. I think I finally figured out how to price them. But yes, Crafty Chaos, and I do these wonderful candles. I mean, I've got Gremlins ones, Bela Lugosi, gummy bears, anything. You know, I'm a fan of, you know, I do this stuff, but I'm a fanboy. I'm a hardcore fanboy. I'm a pop culture fanatic.
Multi-talented artist.
You know, I love all of this stuff, and I get to live in this world at least for like 60% of my life, which a lot of people can't even say, you know, so I mean, I guess I should be grateful for that. And then the other 40%, I have to still try to be like a responsible adult, you know? And I'm responsible by nature anyway, so I kind of can handle that job too, but anyway. What else? I'm just having so much fun. I could talk to you guys all night now. But I don't know. I think we're done. We covered a lot. Officialsoda.com is my website. My band Nox Cult, NOXCULT.com. And that's it. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for giving a shit. For Bart, Steph, Carmen, Rob, anybody that watches this. It smells very nice. That's it. Thanks. I mean, you know, I never got into this stuff to be a millionaire. It's just completely unrealistic. I do this because it's a great thing for me to do. And I just want to connect with people. That was like the only thing I really wanted to do. Whether it's guitar or making these kooky candles for people that love like Jason or Freddie, you know, it's just want to connect with people, that's it. So thanks.